Pandemic is evolving by the day. We've got new cases and new effects on our daily lives, but also a trickle of new information about this virus that we're fighting.
Most of the Channel 9 staff is now working from home, but we are as dedicated as ever to guiding you through this crisis as it changes in our community. I want to get you caught up on some of the biggest developments locally. 3 more local counties now have confirmed cases. Those are Cleveland, Catawba, and Stanley counties. In the last 3 hours, North Carolina said for now it is not issuing a shelter-in-place order. At this time, it's also not announcing any more restrictions on businesses.
In Mecklenburg County, we now have 43 cases. A second case now confirmed in Rowan County. The state total now 168. South Carolina, 125 cases. 24 hours ago, that was at 81. None of the new cases are local. Lancaster County has 3 and York County still 1 case.
This is a difficult time for young people looking toward their future. A student at Livingstone College has the virus, creating concern for that entire campus. And now UNC Charlotte is moving commencement. And right now at 5 p.m. is the deadline for all students to leave UNC Charlotte's campus.
Let's start our team coverage tonight with Channel 9's Greg Suskin. He's live at the campus of UNC Charlotte, where all the kids are supposed to be cleared out and moved out today. Greg?
Yeah, and I'll tell you that just a couple hours ago was a lot more hectic than it was when I was here on Tuesday when they made this announcement. We saw cars all up and down behind this dorm here. At that time on Tuesday, students are really in shock over getting that letter from the university that they had to be out by 5 o'clock today. Now, that shock's really worn off. It's more just a frantic last-minute move. This afternoon, we saw students coming out of their dorms here carrying boxes and clothes and about everything they could, many of them meeting their parents here in the parking lot. Of course, this all being done to encourage social distancing here and just really to protect the health and safety of students. And students told me that they're okay with it, but of course they never expected to leave campus in March, really not knowing when they might be back. Some are expecting maybe to not return until the fall. Of course, that is a long way away. One student told me that he's okay with all this, but it's a frantic and hectic day, not necessarily just because he's moving out, but watching everyone else around him scramble as well.
I say Thursday was the busiest day so for the entire day, because from early in the morning to all the way to late, like 11 o'clock at night, it was just constant cars coming in and out.
And sadly, one more sour note for graduating seniors here. Commencement exercises have been delayed. We're told the university will wait until May before deciding about what to do with commencement exercises. In the meantime, they'll be mailing out diplomas to students, but it may be months before they have any kind of official graduation to honor all their hard work here. Scott.
All right, certainly a difficult time for those young people. Big change they did not see coming. Thanks, Greg. Let's move to another college tonight with Channel 9's Tina Terry. We first told you yesterday that a student at Livingstone College did test positive. Now we're hearing about concerns from people there on campus. Tina?
Yeah, all day long we've seen people coming out of the main entrance of the Livingstone campus here as campus prepares to shut down for the next 3 weeks. Now, that closure, of course, comes the day after we learned that a student here tested positive for COVID-19. Today, we saw people with masks on, cleaning on the campus. A man who says he works in the housekeeping department told us he is very concerned about being asked to clean those dorms. He did not want to go on camera, but had general questions about the safety of the process. When we reached out to Livingstone College, they told us housekeeping staff works for a company called ABM that they contract with to do this type of work. Now, just now, ABM sent a statement saying it has consulted with CDC and other safety guidelines, and the company has worked to ensure that their team is trained and using the required chemicals and protective equipment to do their jobs. Today, people who live around the campus told us they understand why anyone on campus would be concerned.
Well, I'm concerned, period. You know, I think everybody needs to be aware of what's going on, and it's the kind of situation that you can't be overly careful.
Now, today I reached out to emergency officials in the county. They told me there is CDC guidance on cleaning in the midst of COVID-19 just in general, and they sent that out to all college campuses when all of this began. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, our Tina Terry live tonight. Thanks, Tina. We checked back in with other colleges today to see what they're doing on campus now. Duke University and Duke Health are still open. Classes are all being done online virtually, and popular on-campus sites are shut down. Many events have been canceled and the school postponed commencement this week. Queens University in Charlotte has required all students to leave campus by last Sunday. The school's waiting to make a final decision about its May commencement.
The first week of no school is over. Children have been learning at home while teachers have started checking in with them online. Here are some pictures we got this week from parents as their kitchens, living rooms, and couches turned into classrooms. One of the major questions on the minds of students, parents, and teachers is how will this impact standardized or end-of-year testing? A big announcement came from the White House today.
With many schools closed due to the virus, the Department of Education will not enforce standardized testing requirements, very importantly, for students in elementary through high school for the current year.
And in the last 4 hours, the CMS superintendent and board chair sent a letter to state lawmakers and top education officials. They are requesting a waiver for the minimum number of instruction days and hours required this school year, a waiver of end of course and end of grade state tests, the authority to give emergency leave pay to all employees who can't work remotely, and giving them alternate tasks wouldn't work either. Authority to give emergency leave pay to all school employees who are sick because of COVID-19 or caring for a dependent who is. Remember, this is a fluid situation, and I think we can all expect changes to keep coming.
Yeah, the number of confirmed cases in Mecklenburg County has gone up, but perhaps a silver lining today, the increase smaller than yesterday. There are 11 more positive test results today. Channel 9's Mark Becker has been tracking those numbers. And Mark, it's good to see it go down. Of course, we'll have to see what happens over days and weeks.
Yeah, we can take some positives here, Scott, to be sure. 43 now. We had 32 yesterday. That is a smaller increase than just the day before. But there are other positives as well. And here's one, for example. So far yesterday, only a handful of those patients had ended up in local hospitals. Atrium and Novant haven't shared any specifics with us. But as of yesterday, the health director here in Mecklenburg County said that only several patients had been hospitalized, and so far, of course, we haven't reported any deaths from coronavirus in Mecklenburg County, or for that matter, the state of North Carolina. That's not to say, though, that everything is normal out here either. We've definitely seen fewer people out, and those who are out do appear to be taking the mandate to keep their social distance seriously. We spoke with several today who said they're having to make adjustments in their professional and family lives.
You know, we're working from home, so it's a little challenging. I'm in a mortgage company in town, and the mortgage market's kind of crazy right now, so it's tough, but we're slugging forward and just working with what we have.
I actually have family here, but they're like an hour away, but there's an elderly person in the home, so.
How's she doing? What are you doing?
They're fine. All of them there are fine, but just for precautions. I don't want to risk anything.
Everyone we spoke with is aware of the risks and realities of our new normal here. 43 cases so far. They're just hoping that number doesn't explode overnight. Scott?
Mark Becker live tonight. Thanks, Mark.
The Salisbury VA healthcare system is taking even more action to protect workers and patients. Now it's banning all visitors who are coming in with patients. The system will make compassionate exceptions, for example, if a patient wants to visit someone at the end of their life. Those calls will be made on a case-by-case basis. So many people are suffering with lost hours or lost jobs right now.
Well, here are some things that you can do to help your family. 3 big things. First, lawmakers are working toward approving a proposal to send you and your family a check in the next few weeks. That'll help a bit. You could get up to $3,000 for a family of 4, for instance. $1,000 per adult and $500 per child. That does depend on your income. If the outbreak is still active in 6 weeks, they could send out a second round of checks. A new federal proposal last night says businesses could get help too. The government could loan money to corporations and small businesses and offer tax cuts as well. And we're hearing workers at Walmart are getting a boost. They've been busy, so Walmart is rewarding hourly workers with a cash bonus. Full-time workers get $300, part-time $150. They'll give those out, they say, April 2nd.
This is a brand new virus, something the world has never seen, and we're learning more about it by the day. Today we learn the mortality rate in men may be higher than women, so men are more likely to die from it. Yesterday we learned it's impacting more young people. 20% of people hospitalized in the U.S. are between the age of 20 and 44. And we're seeing the numbers we've been tracking every day may be far less than reality because testing takes as long as a week. Channel 9's Allison Lattis met with a doctor at Tryon Medical Partners today. Allison, any new insight on the virus itself?
Elsa, Dr. Ryan Shelton told me because demand for the test is growing, the turnaround time to get those results can take longer. So sadly, the number of cases we're hearing about every single day is not in real time. And that's why he says it's really important we all act as if we have the coronavirus and stay away from one another. Tryon Medical Partners opened their satellite location in Matthews this week. That's where they're testing patients who may have COVID-19. By lunchtime today, they already tested 22 people. And Dr. Shelton says the number of patients will keep growing. We've heard about concerns medical staff nationwide may not have safety tools they need. And that's also becoming a significant worry here in the Charlotte area, too.
At our satellite location, we are low on face shields and the protective personal equipment, gowns that we need to be in close contact with potential COVID patients.
Dr. Shelton says that he's urging any dental or doctor's offices that may have closed down to donate that equipment if they happen to have any. That's really crucial, those face masks, especially for the medical staff on the front lines, because we know COVID-19 can be spread through respiratory droplets in the air, and it can live on surfaces for hours, even days.
Yeah, let's hope those donations can make a significant difference. Thank you, Allison.